Hi, loves. Maya is here, and I would like to talk today about how to protect yourself from negative emotions, from negative energies that are not yours. How to protect your space, how to protect your um, field, right? Your energetic field, your aura. A lot of my clients actually reached out to me and asked me this question that, like, I'm doing good, I'm working with my mind, with my body, and then somebody would call me or I would go and check the news and I'm just feeling how I'm being penetrated, how I'm being basically invaded by those energies, and clearly those are not mine, so how I can protect myself. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is such a great topic to talk about and to share with many people who are experiencing this. And especially, this is very important topic to know for people who are empaths, for people who are open to everything that is going on around them, for people who are usually very receptive, right? And the way empaths are wired, we are literally opening ourselves up to let something to come in, to touch us, to hold space. But usually, like, it's always this openness to the world, and it's happening unconsciously, right? This is how we run our energy in our system. So this is where consciousness is actually comes in into play and can help us to pay attention and to be sure on what is it that we are letting in. That just because you are a sensitive person, it doesn't mean that you should let anything in, especially something that can cause you, harm and discomfort. So when I was teaching Tantra, my teacher, Charles Muir, he said a very important thing about personal energetic field that was actually for me a deal breaker, whether I want to pursue a path of being a teacher, being a mentor, being a coach or not. Because as an empath myself, I was worrying about that if I'm going to be working with somebody, I'm going to be taking a lot of their energy, and then I would be in it for weeks. So when I was taking his class, he told us that our energetic field, our aura, is a very wise protection energy, and it lets in by default only that is good for us. This is the way we all are functioning here on Earth as electromagnetic beings. We all have our protective energetic field. The way how we can let in, let's say, so-called negative energy, negative influences in our field is by literally letting it in. So the way it happens is you're talking to somebody and you are dropping your guards. And it can happen in different ways. You can just thinking that if you are not feeling what they are feeling, you are not supportive. So you're dropping your guard and you basically copying their feelings. Or it can be that, let me think of another example. It can be that this is a soft spot or a triggering spot for you, and you again dropping your field and letting those things affecting you. Maybe it's your negative bias, maybe it's something, similar to the things that's part of your shadow that you're still working with, right? Like if there is a thoughts of, let's say, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, certain situation in life, you can interpret it this way and dropping your field and letting those situations that are happening affecting you drastically, because this is your unconscious hidden belief. So it requires, again, for us building part of our consciousness, building our part of observer, right? Observing our thoughts, knowing what are our tendencies, and just paying attention of what is it that we let in. Because usually, even if it's, so-called negative energies, we are letting those energies in because we have our own very similar thoughts or energies within us. And that's why this guard, this energetic field that we all have, is kind of like dropping and allowed those things to come in, because this is familiar. This is something that's already in us. That's why we are opening this energetic guard and let those vibrations to comes in. So, as always, it's all about consciousness. You are 100% fully responsible for what is it that you let in. And it doesn't mean that it will never happen if you master it. We are all humans, we are emotional, and it is okay. It is okay. What's important is to be able to spot it and be able to work with it. And then with the time, you would even have a sensation in your body that, like, wait a second, this does not feel mine. And then you just consciously will release it. And I'm gonna right now show you a very powerful meditation, how to work with your energy field. This meditation, I learned it from Linda Sarah. She is an amazing teacher for energy work. I would highly recommend to check out her offerings. So let's do this. Sit straight and close your eyes and take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth with a sound. And imagine that you have a golden roots that are coming down from your tailbone and from your feet to the center of the earth. And that from the center of the earth, through these roots, you receive all the nourishment, all the support, all the protection. And you can also release everything that is no longer serving you through those roots back down to the earth. So it's not going to affect anybody. You're just dropping it to the earth. And our Mother Earth has a power to transmute those energies into something positive or just dissolve them. So concentrate on your inhale. And when you're inhaling, imagining that you're receiving all the nourishment. And on the exhale, you're releasing everything that is no longer serving your system. And you don't have to think or concentrate on what is that. You can just send a signal that I'm releasing everything that is no longer serving my body, no longer serving my energetic field. Just let's do 3 more breaths. And now bring your attention to your heart center, to your chest, to your heart chakra. And imagine that there is a beautiful chalice with the most fresh, crispy water from the center of the earth. And with this chalice that are pouring from your heart, you are clearing your body, your energetic field, your aura. Try to sense the softness of the water, the coolness of this water, the crispiness of this water. That this is the most purest, the most healing water that is possible. It's coming through your heart and it's clearing out your body, your energetic field, your aura. Really drop into the sensation. And imagine that there is an invisible egg-shaped field around you. It can be arm's length, it can be closer, it can be a little bit further away, but you have this beautiful, energetic, protective field. And imagine that there is a golden, bright sparkles all around it. You can also imagine that there's flowers there, maybe roses, maybe other flowers. And these flowers are additional layers of protection that keeps you safe, your soul, your energy, your being. Imagine that this is a beautiful cocoon that you're in. Get familiar with it, because this is your space. The space that you definitely have, whether you're aware of it or not. And it's better if you get familiar with it. Feel how comfortable it is to be protected by this beautiful egg-formed energy field. And it's always with you, no matter where you go. See how bright it is there, how beautiful, how cozy. Feel how safe it is there. This is your space. And now get into the sensation of what is it in this space right now that is not yours? It can be thoughts, it can be beliefs, it can be energies of some other people. It can be the way certain people makes you feel, or certain events. But the way something makes you feel is not you. Do the scan, a very precise scan. What is it in this space that is not you, that does not belong to you? And imagine that you putting all of these thoughts, beliefs, energies, sensations into a bag. You're just all collecting all of these things into the bag and putting this bag outside of your field and letting the universe take care of it, whether sending it back or dissolving it. But really imagine that you're collecting those things, those energies, and you're putting them outside of your energetic field. And now do the scan. How does that feel? Do you feel more spacious in the space? Do you feel more free? Do you feel more light? And do the scan again. Me, not me. And if there is anything else that does not belong to you, put it outside of your energetic field. And if it feels good, remember the sensation, remember the feeling. How does it feel when it's just you in your space? And check this egg-formed, bright, sparkling field all around you. Say thank you to this field. And know that this is your protection that allows only what that serves you. And now touch your body. Feel that you're back into the room. And you can open your eyes. So this is the meditation. This is a great habit to check throughout a day, me, not me, and to put things that are not you, that does not belong to you, just outside of your auric field. Because this auric field by default set up to allow it only what is good for you. And consciously you can always take out things that are not serving you, even though those energies might be familiar to you. You're working on improving it. Let me know, guys, if you want me to cover other topics. I'm happy to support you. Reach out if you need any help. I'm offering coaching, one-on-one sessions. I love you all. Stay safe.